Hello everyone. In this video, let's learn about Article 35A of Indian Constitution. What is this Article 35A and what are the importance of Article 35A and what are the features of Article 35A? So when we talk about this Article 35A, so we have to remember since the presidential order of August 5th has extended all the provisions of the constitution to Kashmir. So according to that particular presidential order of August 5th, all the provisions of the constitution to Kashmir is actually extended, and the fundamental rights chapter has now been extended, and therefore some discriminatory provisions of article 35A may not be in accordance with prescribed rules. Okay, so according to presidential order right now, all the provisions of the constitution, the rules, regulations, the provisions, everything is applicable to the state of Kashmir. Therefore the president can also declare this to be inapplicable. Article 35A of the Indian Constitution is an article that actually empowers the Jammu and Kashmir state's legislature to define permanent residence. So what is this Article 35A of the Indian Constitution? So what it is nothing but under that Article 35A of the Indian Constitution that actually empowers the state of Jammu and Kashmir, okay, so the legislature to define permanent residence. Okay, the provision mandates that no act of the state legislature coming under the ambit of Article 35A can be challenged for violating the Indian Constitution or any other law of the land. So who are permanent residents? Who are called as permanent residents? So there are certain important criteria to call them as permanent residents. The rights are given in the state constitution of Jammu and Kashmir. As a person who was a state subject on May 14th, 1954. The second important criteria is who had been a resident of the state for 10 years. Third important criteria is has lawfully acquired immovable property in the state. So in all these three circumstances, they are called as permanent residents. The state legislature can alter the definition of the permanent resident by passing a law with a two-third majority. One more very important criteria and provision is even the state legislature can also alter the definition of a permanent resident. Okay, by passing a law with two-third majority. To declare that two-third majority is very much needed. Permanent residents are given a permanent resident certificate which forms the basis of their rights in the state. Even they have given with permanent resident certificate, PRC is also given to them. Okay, all the permanent residents in those states, they are actually given with permanent resident certificates. So which actually forms the basis for their rights in the state also. It also has a provision to recognize as permanent residents people who had migrated to Pakistan and returned, though subject to certain conditions. So what are the rights and privileges? Let's see the rights and privileges. Special rights and privileges are given in the following four categories. In the following mentioned four categories, special rights and privileges given to the permanent residents. Employment under the state government and state public sector jobs, acquisition of immovable property in the state, settlement in the state, a right to scholarship and such other forms of aid as a state government may provide. All these special rights and privileges given to the permanent residents. So let's see what is actually the current position of Article 35A. Okay, so before and after, and what is the current position? Right now, no special powers. That is very, very important. Before, special powers exercised by Jammu and Kashmir. Right now, no special powers to those two states. And single citizenship, each and every one person in this country, they are actually called as single citizens. Then tricolor will be the only flag for entire India. Tricolor, our national flag will be the tricolor. Then Article 360 will be applicable to those states. Then minorities will be eligible for 16% reservation. That is also very, very important. Then people from other states will now be able to purchase land or property in Jammu and Kashmir. So this is one more very important right. Okay, any other person from other state, they can actually move to Jammu and Kashmir and they can actually purchase land also. RTA will be applicable. Assembly duration in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir will be for 5 years. In each and every state it is for 5 years, and in Jammu and Kashmir also that is for 5 years. If a woman marries out of state or country, she will still retain all her rights and Indian citizenship. Then panchayats will have the same rights as in other states. Children in the state will benefit from RTA. So this is the current position of Article 35A, okay, in our very important state called Jammu and Kashmir. This is about Article 35A of Indian Constitution. And thank you. We will meet in the next video.